morning, scholars. Welcome to a brand new week. We are going to have our math test this Wednesday. So today we'll do a lesson 11. Tomorrow we'll review. And on Wednesday we'll take our first math test. I can't wait to see how you have grown. Today we will model division using arrays and tape diagrams. First, let's wake our brain. I want us to practice multiplying by 3 by counting on our fingers. We'll start with 3 times 5. Raise an empty fist and count by 3s 5 times. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 3 times 5 is 15. Now let's skip count again to solve 3 times 4. Skip count by 3s 4 times. Raise an empty hand. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3 times 4 is the same as 12. Let's see how we can count down to find the answer too. 3 times 4. Let's start at 15 with 5 fingers. Then count down 1 finger to solve. 15, 12. You can use your 3 times 5 facts to help figure out higher facts. You can flash 5 fingers to show 15. And then count on the other hand. Let's do that to solve 3 times 8. Let's start with 15, 16, not 16, that's counting by ones. 18, 21, 24. 3 times 8 is 24. Rather than starting from the beginning all over again, we started with a friendly 5. Now, when we get to our problem set, you're going to practice multiplying with the pattern sheet. I'll count 2 minutes to complete as many as you can, but for now, we'll keep moving forward with other practices. Let's count by 4s. Remember, we used our count by 2s to help us count by 4s. Ready? Wiggle it up. Bring it close. Count by 4s to 24 and go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Let's count by 4s again. This time we'll go all the way to 40 and go forward and backwards. Let's go. Wiggle it out. Bring it close. Count by 4s to 40 and 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Bring it down. 40, 36, 32, 28, 24, 20. 16, 12, 8, 4, 0. Now, let's count forward and backwards by 2s to 20. Ready? Wiggle it out. Bring it close. Let's go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Bring it down. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Let's read, draw, and write. Rosie puts 2 lemon slices in each cup of iced tea. She uses a total of 8 slices. How many cups of iced tea does Rosie make? Let's think about this problem. What do we know, and what is the question? We know that the iced tea cups have 2 lemons in each. We know a total of 8 lemon slices to share. What we don't know is how many cups of iced tea or groups does Rosie make. I know this is going to be a division problem because we are sharing the lemon slices in 2 groups. 2 in each. Rosie puts 2 lemon slices in each cup of iced tea. She uses a total of 8 slices. We see those 2 in each cup. We see that there's a total of 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. This tells me my division sentence is going to be 8 divided by 2. Now, let's write what we drew as a number sentence. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. There are 4 2's in 8. Now, let's answer as a word sentence. Rosie makes 4 cups of iced tea. Here's another way we could look at it. If we were to look at it in multiplication, we would have the first factor be the unknown because we didn't know the groups. Unknown times 2 equals 8. And again, we can see that where we could skip count each of the rows in the array to help us find our missing factor. Let's look at another one. The columns in this array show the number of lemon slices in 1 cup of Rosie's iced tea. Let's think about how the unknown in that problem was the amount of groups. The unknown is the number of cups or groups. How might this array help us solve 8 divided by 2? We can count the number of columns. Remember, columns go straight up and down to find how many cups. 2 times 4 equals 8, so 8 divided by 2 will also equal 4. What is the total number of slices? 8 slices. The question asks how many cups of iced tea Rosie makes. Do the cups represent the number of groups or the number of lemon slices in each group? It represents the number of groups. The unknown is our number of groups. Watch how I show the number of slices in 1 cup. I drew lines in between the columns. I'm also going to label that there are 2 in each. Where do we see the cups in our diagram? Yeah, I made 4 cups with the dividing lines. By adding lines and labels to our array, we changed it from an array to a tape diagram. Say it with me, tape diagram. 1 unit represents 1 cup and has a value of 2 slices. Notice that I labeled the diagram with all the known and unknown information from the problems we solved. That made it a helpful tool for understanding the problem. Let's talk together about how the tape diagram helps you see 8 divided by 2 and unknown times 2 equals 8. You can see that these are related facts. The unknown in each is going to help you answer the other problem. Let's review some vocabulary. An array shows the number of groups and the size of each group using rows and columns. A tape diagram is an array that is divided by lines and is labeled. You may be familiar with tape diagrams in 2nd grade, but it's very similar to an array. The difference is that it is labeled and that it has lines. Let's do some whiteboard work with a new problem. Mrs. Alves puts 21 papers in 7 piles. How many papers are in each pile? What is unknown? Think of groups, size of each, and total. What we don't know is the number of objects in each group. 21 is our total, and 7 is our piles. We don't know how many papers are in each. Notice in the question it says each, and that's one of the hints that will tell me what it is. Let's draw an array to model the problem where each column represents 1 pile. I counted by 7s in rows until I reached 21. 7, 14, 21. Now, let's count to find how many papers are in each of Miss Alves' piles. We'll need to count the columns. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Now, let's change this array into a tape diagram. I would be sure to label what I do know and what I don't know. What I do know so far is that there are 21 papers and 7 piles. What we didn't know was how many papers were in each group. How many papers are in each group? Let's use that information to write multiplication and division sentences that will show the unknown. 7 times unknown equals 21. Notice that this time the factor that's missing is the second factor. That's because we think about our get. Groups times each equals total. And so the second factor represents the amount in each. And since that's what we didn't know in this problem, that's why it's missing now. 21 divided by 7 is equals unknown. Now, how did we change the array into a tape diagram? We added lines and labels. What do you have to label? The unknown and the known information. Here's another great breakdown of that. In this number bond example, tape diagram example, we see the number of groups, and underneath it we see the total, and above is where you label the size of the groups. Now it's time for your problem set using your Google Slides in our daily assignment. Please know that problems 2 and 4 use units of 3, not 2. And make sure to read, draw, and write your answers. Next, finish your math today by going on to Edulastic and submitting your exit ticket. Remember, exit tickets are very important to track your attendance and your grades. Make sure you submit it by the Sunday. Can't wait to see you, and I can't wait for your test on Wednesday. Bye.